Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Nancy Stanley, physical therapist, shiny chin, life and health coach, and I'm here tonight to talk to you about how we do the 90-day program and drop 30 pounds. And so many of you, and we've got a lightning storm going on in my area, many of you say to me, many of my new clients say, I've been watching you for years. Hey Cecilia, for 2 years, and I finally got the nerve to call you. Okay, so I'm going to give you some of the nuts and bolts of it tonight, and you could take this and do it on your own, or you could say, you know what, I've tried it on my own, I need some help. And so, but hey Dolores, thanks for joining me. Dolores texted me just recently and said, I'm still maintaining my weight and I'm doing good, I feel great, I have more energy. So that's the kind of message I like to hear. All right, so here's how we do it. First of all, I teach you about ketosis and how to get in ketosis and what is healthy ketosis. Okay, you can be in ketosis but it not be healthy. So you gotta know what that is, and that's one of the first things you learn in the prep week. So the prep week for this next challenge starts this week, right now. And so I'll be opening up some spots starting tomorrow. I'm going to open up about 20 spots over the week. I'm going to give you about 3 or 4 days, so you won't have a long time to make your mind up. So message me now and let's get on the phone and talk if you think you're ready. But here we go. So you're going to get in ketosis in the first 3 days to 2 weeks. It really depends on you, so I can't exactly tell you, but you'll know. You won't be in doubt. And let me just go ahead and say, at the end of this 90 days, you'll be an expert. You won't ever wonder again, what am I supposed to be eating? I run into people all the time that have done my challenge. They message me, I see them on Facebook, and they say, well, I started back over. I know exactly what to do. I went to Europe. I went on a trip. COVID got me, but I'm back on track, and I've already lost 15 or 20 or whatever the amount of pounds is. Okay, so in that prep week, you're going to learn a lot. You're going to learn what the nutrition program is. You're going to get a lot of recipes. You're going to learn how to purge your pantry. You're going to learn what to have in your pantry. You're going to have shopping videos. You're going to be ready. You're going to know what you need to do. You know what you need to have. Okay. All right. So the second thing is you're going to learn how to do intermittent fasting. And you might think, oh my gosh, I can't fast. I've always tried to fast, do a spiritual fast, but I get a headache or whatever. Trust me, I've never had a client that if they did it right, if they followed the program, didn't learn how to do it. So our teenage student just lost 40 pounds in 5 months. Gave up soft drinks, sugary desserts, and fried foods. There you go. That's it. Okay. So, but here's what I would say, Cecilia. If they don't have an understanding of why that works, they'll go back to that. Okay? There's more to it than just saying that I'm gonna push back from this. It doesn't work that way for most people. Let me just say that. And the worst thing that can happen is for them to gain it back, because it is so dangerous on your heart to lose and gain weight. But that's another video for another day. Yep, didn't eat anything after 6 o'clock. That's all good. But especially for a student, they really need to learn why it works for them, what is actually physiologically happened to the body. And I'm not trying to rain on that parade. That is wonderful. 50 pounds is a lot of weight, and it's totally possible. But you gotta know why. So let me finish, and I think you'll understand a little bit more. So I'm going to teach you how to do intermittent fasting. So you'll probably be, first doing it like a 18-hour fast, and then a 20, and then a 24, and then you'll move into 36 and 48 hours, and that's when you really start shredding fat, because when you're fasting, your insulin stays steady, all right? And I teach you how to do that. What actually breaks the fast, what doesn't break a fast. There are certain things that break a fast more than others. For instance, potatoes is one of the worst things you could do if you're breaking your fast. So they're actually foods that are better for you to eat when you're breaking your fast. Okay, so Yeah, so in this intermittent fasting, well, even in ketosis, you're going to get your carbs down below 20 carbs. Now, there are carbs that don't count, all right? And those are your leafy greens, your cruciferous vegetables. Eat as much of those as you want, but the carbs that you're going to count are going to be your starchy vegetables, or maybe, your sweeteners, maybe even stevia, or maybe your heavy whipping cream. There are carbs in those things. For example, a glass of orange juice has 26 carbs. So if you drank a half a glass, you might be okay, but let me just tell you, that's going to be a big swing on your insulin. It's going to throw you out of ketosis. So just because it's below those carbs doesn't mean you can have it, all right? So, hey, Barbara, good to see you. Okay, oatmeal, for instance, has 27 grams of carbs in a half a cup, and it's not an optimal food on my plan. All right, a potato has 26, sweet potato and regular potatoes. So people are like, oh, I thought sweet potatoes are good. Sweet potatoes are good. They have some additional nutrition, but they have a lot of carbs, so you really have to watch that. Okay, so then we move into talking about your sleep, how really important it is that you sleep. I actually teach you how to keep from getting up and going to the bathroom at night. That's really important, that you don't wake up through the night. That's interrupted sleep, and you want uninterrupted sleep. You're going to have accountability. This is how you do it. You have accountability. You have people that can help you, all right? You're going to have a community of support. And my clients over and over say, wow, this is amazing, the amount of support that I have, okay? You're going to have an exercise program. It's an on-demand exercise program where you, every day you can get on and do it. It's a 20-minute workout. It's not a hard workout. We call it Swerve, and it's on demand. You can do it with me live, or you can do it at your leisure. It's not hard, but it does give you mobility and strength, okay? Or you can go to the gym if you want to, okay? But I really discourage hard workouts. All right, so here's kind of how it goes with most of my clients. So I've helped over 500 people drop 30 or more pounds, 80 pounds, 90 pounds. I've had people drop 100 pounds. But here we go. So once you start understanding, so that first week you're going to understand where food is in the priority of your life and how to move it down. Okay, you're going to learn how to create a new story for yourself. You're going to begin to lose your hunger. When you get your carbs down, you begin to lose your hunger. And so then you're going to start being able to fast. So that first week, most people lose 10 pounds, okay? And it depends on what you were eating before. But if you had a high content carbs in your diet, then you're gonna lose more weight at the beginning. And then week 2 is when you're going to notice your stomach is healing. So the stomach medicine, you're not going to need it anymore. You're just going to feel better all the way around. Your energy level's going to be up. You're able to rest. Your anxiety. This is when you've also been learning meditation. So you're going to learn how to do meditation to calm you down. How to deal with those thoughts of I need this or I need that. Okay. So in that second week, you're probably losing like 12, 13, 14 pounds. Okay. Your mental clarity is going to improve. Okay, so here we go to week 3. Your sleep is going to be improved. By now you've learned how to train your body so that you don't have to get up and go to the bathroom at night, and you're probably losing about 15 pounds. In week 4, this is when you're going to move more into your fasting. You're going to be doing 24 to 36 hour fast, and you're going to be understanding your mindset around food, and you're going to be noticing a transformation about how you look at food. You're going to see food as fuel rather than something to make you happy or to soothe to calm you down or to deal with your emotions. You're going to see food as fuel. It's either fuel or poison. Yeah, thank you, Barbara, for sharing my video. Okay, this is in week 4. And then week 5, you're going to be doing more fasting. You're going to be telling yourself a story. Maybe this is when you're going to be going to events like birthday parties and things, and you're going to learn what we do, how we deal with it, how we keep from eating the 2 cupcakes and taking 2 home, all right? You'll be posting your successes in an app every day on your phone, all right? And then around week 6, you probably have lost about 20 pounds, and you're going to begin to add some items into your nutrition program. All right. So, and you're beginning to say what you get to do. You get to fast. You get to food prep. Excuse me. There are things you get to do. You're going to focus on people when you go to events rather than the food, and you're going to have food freedom, and food has moved down on the priority list. Okay. All right, here's what we don't do. We don't diet. We're not deprived. We don't work out hard because of the cortisol that's being released, okay? We don't come down hard on ourselves. We don't have cheat meals. We don't have cheat items. We have treat meals, okay? And I'll explain that. We don't eat poison, and we don't eat fruits in the first month. And then after the first month, you can have an occasional fruit. But again, you're going to count those carbs. So here's what we do. We say, up until now, I have been a sugar addict. Up until now, I have craved foods. But now, and you say what's new about you. I'm a healthy person. I don't crave foods. I know how to fast. I know how to get my body in ketosis. I know how to recognize when I am in ketosis without having to check it. All right. The other thing we do is we create a new story for ourselves. So it's a new story that gives you permission to do what you want to do. Rather than that old story, we learn how to tear that up. Okay, here's what we do. We're walking out of the deep, dark forest of obesity. That's what we're doing. We eat 20 or less carbs a day. We're joining a group of healthy people. You're moving from a group of unhealthy people to a group of healthy people for the rest of your life. We exercise, like I explained earlier. We support each other, and we have daily accountability. So, if you want to try it, then let me know. You can join our group, this group that's starting up. I'd love to add you to it, but you can't get into that group without talking to me first. And the reason for that is I want to know that you really understand what you're getting into. I want results. I want you to have results. The last thing I want for you is another failure, because here's what might happen. If you fail again, you might just say, that's it. I've tried it all. I'm just going to be fat. I'm just going to have this extra weight. And that could mean pre-diabetes, diabetes, fatty liver disease, just arthritis. Excuse me. So many things that are so dangerous for your body. Okay, so week 22, you're in deep ketosis. You've lost week 7, you've lost about 22 pounds. Week 8, about 27, and week 9, 30 pounds. And it's not unlikely, it's not unlikely that someone doesn't lose 35. I've had people lose 45. Again, it just depends on what you were eating before and how insulin resistant your body is. And but we're going to reverse that insulin resistance, and you're going to get healthy. Okay. All right. So I'm opening up the challenge tomorrow. I'm going to be adding people the first 4 days of the week. I'm opening about 20 slots. I don't put 50, 60 people in my challenges because I'm going to be coaching you individually. So if you know someone that might need this, please share this video with them. Just tag them or share it directly in their messenger, because literally there are people that are dying. I was in Walmart today, and I'm just like, there's so many obese people that are so unhealthy. And I want to help you. I want to get to know you. I want to travel with you. All right, so here's what's happening. When you decide to call me or message me, you were shooting an arrow and you were headed toward a certain destination, and it wasn't going to be good. It was going to be medical bills. It was going to be disease. It was going to be possibly the nursing home. It was going to be pain and sleepless nights and sitting on the sidelines and watching everybody else play the game of life. But today, if you message me and get in this challenge, you're going to take your bow and you're going to turn it 180 degrees, and in 90 days, really in a week, in 2 weeks, in 90 days, you're going to be at a whole new place. And you're going to say, like most of my clients, almost every client says, this is one of the best things I've ever done for myself, because I now know exactly what to do, and I don't have to wonder what it is that makes me gain that weight. Okay, now, I do have a video I'd love for you to watch. It's a webinar that I recorded. It's why you have cravings and why you have fat around the middle. It's about 45 minutes. If you'd like that, please let me know and I'll send it to you. And okay, so that's it. I'm going to be sending out an email. So if I don't have your email, let me know. And you can put it in the message, or you can message it to me, Nancy W. Stanley. Because you're going to want to continue to get my emails over the next few months. I'm going to be sending a lot of emails about Alzheimer's, about brain health, about stomach issues, about all kinds of health issues. So if you have a question, just send me a question and I'll answer it in an email. All right? So we'll talk soon, and y'all have a great night.